What's going on, everybody? We back with another video. How many times are we gonna go through this? I keep giving you guys the game plan, right? I know you're watching, so we also keep measuring and having a good probability of what's gonna happen, right? That's 3 days in a row that you could have traded SPY and definitely have over 100% gainers. So what are you doing? What are you doing? Really think about that. What are you doing? Right? Are you planning? Are you executing? Are you taking profits where you're supposed to? This is what I'm talking about. These are the questions that you have to ask yourself. Are you sizing accordingly? Do you keep breaking even? Are you up one day and then you break even? Are you down one day and then you break even? Think about the situation that you're in and ask yourself, what can you do to change it? Now, we see SPY, right? We see this rising wedge here on the daily chart. And right now we're hovering above that support right here of 425, right? So now we want to see, are we going to get another day to the downside, retest this area over here around 427, and then get a bounce, and hopefully that bounce breaks us out of this range, right? If we gap up tomorrow, be very, very aware that we don't break back down below 430, okay? So if we gap above 430, then be very aware of that level, that we don't come back inside the range. So it's important for you to recognize an entry signal, right? Because it's not just about the breakout, right? We're not entering on the breakout. We're entering upon the breakout is the awareness, and then the entry signal gives you your risk to reward. So it's important for you to have entry signals and know exactly how to map out your trade, right? So we see that SPY is actually still bullish. This is why I always say stick to the trend, right? Yesterday I had mentioned Tesla, right? And you saw the move that Tesla had today. I said Tesla was number one on the watch. And why is that? Because the amount of volume that was in here, okay? So we came above this range in here, right? We broke above this high, and then we held right here, and then we saw another push up, right? Absolutely ripping, right? And the next resistance we see over here at 250. So it's important for you to never predict, only react to the information you already have and what you expect to happen, right? So it's an if then I'm gonna do this. So, if I see this, then I'm gonna do that. If I see this, then I'm gonna do that. It's not about, I'm gonna do this because I think it's gonna do that. The market doesn't care what you think. The market cares about nothing. You need to care about what do you have and how you're gonna plan for it. And if you see this, then I'm gonna do this. If I see that, then I'm gonna do this, right? This is how trading is supposed to be mapped out, because it's not about predicting. Yes, you can be a good technical analysis, but that doesn't make you a good trader, right? So you can analyze the charts and say, I think this is gonna happen, but until you realize the moment that you need to look for to say this is happening in real time, and then put on the trade, and then set your risk to reward, then it does you nothing to be able to read a chart or to be able to predict the right direction. So what I want to leave you with here today is the most important thing that you need to do is pay attention to, if this happens, then I'm going to do this. It's not about predicting. So remember that. It's not about predicting. Just because a stock is high does not mean it has to come down. Just because the stock is low does not mean it has to return to the upside, right? That's what the saying that says, oh, I bought the dip, but it's still dipping, right? That's because you need to recognize when something is changing, if this happens, then I'm gonna do this situation, right? A few weeks back, I said 420 was the level that I was looking for. so that I can tell like my granny or loved ones of mine that have no idea about the market, this is the level that's holding. It's not because I'm predicting that the market is going up. It's because right now we have bullish order flow and we just broke a main barrier around 420. And that's important for you to recognize so that we can move into the next phase of new market highs. So right now I'm looking at this 430 area. If we break above there, that'll be our new level. If we don't break above there, then the bottom of the range here is what we're looking at. So if we go back to the SPY, the bottom of this range is what we're looking at here, okay? So this is all I want to tell you. The reason why I was able to predict from here to here, from here to here, and from here to here is because I recognized that we were going up. We broke the uptrend, we're stuck in a range, and we're looking for a breakout of the previous high or the previous low. And we haven't gotten that. So it's important for you to recognize all these things so that you can plan accordingly. And that goes for every stock. Now, you plan for every stock the same, but you don't put as much money as you would here as opposed to this range. The reason why you can't trade the range with as much money as you see here is because of these fast movements that you could get. Sometimes in a range, you'll get stuck over here and you won't reach the top of the range till maybe the next day. So if you're day trading this, expecting your contracts to hit the top of this range, it might not happen in one day. It might happen in 2 days. It might happen in 3 days. It might happen that it goes halfway through the range and then it decides it doesn't want to go up anymore. Like this very well could have not came above this level right here. Right? If I draw this triangle, this could have been a complete reversal and we could have just kept dipping, like we say, right? So it's important that you make if this happens, then I'm gonna do this. If this happens, then I'm gonna do this. What are the market conditions? Are the market conditions good or are they bad, right? And the way that you recognize that is by knowing, are we going up or are we going sideways? And if you want entries and exits, signals, and how to read the market and what you need to look for, I do have the course and the book. So if you guys are interested in that, or feel free to book a call with me and I'll answer some of your questions. And you can leave comments and other commentary below. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.